Yeah, excuse me, just one moment. I'm trying to line up free tickets to a sporting event this summer.
Get her done.
Talk after the show. Okay, yeah. Good day. It is Hump Day Wednesday that feels like a Tuesday from the Tower Studios in Marda Loop.
I don't know if there's a Hump Day on a long weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's a 4-day. The hump would be like at midnight tonight, somewhere straddling Wednesday, Thursday. I take that back. It is not Hump Day.
No. And there's only 2 of us.
What the hell's going on here? How did you receive the news that Boomer had passed?
Well,
I mean that he's not in today.
He didn't reach out to me. You did. So.
Okay, well let's start there then. He loves us sharing this kind of info, so I thought we'd maybe open the show.
Yeah.
Explain why there's just 2 of us here. Let's see, Dean, Boomer, Mull. I don't think I'm going to be able to go today. Not well. Up through the night. Threw up not too long ago. Not sure what's up.
I had a lot of diarrhea.
I wouldn't write it off. I wouldn't write it off. Diarrhea.
The tender tummy.
And this isn't just Boomer. This is many of us. When you have a significant trip away that involves a lot of socializing, less parenting, more alcohol intake, and liver damage, you come home and we've seen it. Tried and true. Somebody gets sick when you're home.
It's been home for a few days, but no,
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
How are you? What's up?
Oh, so great.
When did you get back to Calgary? Because I know we checked in last week. You were in Saskatoon at the cabin that you've donated to the Warner family.
Yeah. Tuesday. No. Sunday.
Hump Day.
Sunday.
I don't really like prying too much on when you're available, but I'm sort of piecing this together. You really don't know where you're going to be probably even on Saturday. Like you could be out of town.
I do know now because 7 minutes ago I booked a hotel room in Montreal. So
okay.
So
you're going to Montreal.
Saturday.
The Jazz Fest just for laughs. I know F1 was a few weeks
Jazz
ago.
Fest, great.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Jazz Fest is on because it was quite easy to get a room.
Hotel wasn't $1 billion a night.
No.
What a city!
It is a good town.
Have you been there in the summer recently? Because I know as a
never
player
been.
you'd pass through in the winter.
Actually, that's not true. I was there in the summer for a Team Canada function.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
fellas, have some fun.
No.
Oh,
we were kids. It was prior to. Wow.
You could buy booze out of the 7-Eleven when you're 16 there. You don't even need ID.
Team Canada was not.
That didn't stop you in Japan. You had booze out of the vending machines at the U-17s there.
Well, I was smarter then. I'd matured.
Oh, it was after that. Okay. Well, that makes sense. You're willing to take a few more risks?
Yeah.
And was that when you and Weimer hit it off, or was it prior?
The first, that was the original. Huh, I could hang out with this dude.
Yeah. And you were right.
What am I going to do in Montreal? You got to say the Tower Chrysler.
Yeah. So Tower Chrysler, Southern Alberta's favorite. Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep, all the things they sell. They're the best at it. Don't mess around. Find them right by the Anderson Station, McLeod Trail South.
And damn fine pancakers.
That's coming up on Saturday, 10 till 2. Their Stampede breakfast lunch thing. It's weird to say Stampede breakfast when it's 10 till 2. Don't you have to get up early for a breakfast?
Yeah.
It's a Stampede brunch.
It's a Saturday. Though.
It's a Stampede brunch.
Whatever, yeah.
If Boom isn't talking to Ralph on the big white phone, he'll be there with the Nation Jeep. I'll be there with the Nation truck. I'm bringing the cowpokes, and you're going to be in Montreal. Serge is going to be heartbroken. Well, it was that close.
Do a pancake stop and
on the way to the airport.
Carry on. Yeah.
Would you like to enlighten us as to what's happening in Montreal, or is this top secret?
It's not top secret. It's stupid kids.
Stupid kids.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So it's
some sort of a probation hearing.
Yeah. More legalities.
Teenage delinquent behavior. All right.
They all think they're good at hockey, and the parents have to pay $1 gajillion to pretend to keep the dreams alive.
It's quite a racket. I feel like if 20 years ago in another lifetime on another planet, you and I had said, hey, let's just build businesses that sell everyone's kids being so great at hockey. They need to buy this, go there, train this, eat this, drink that, come to this camp, stay here, pay for this team.
We wouldn't have to do this.
Hell no.
We might be living on an island, just raking it in.
Fucking own an island. Okay, so you're gone to Montreal this weekend.
You want to come?
I really want to come, but I'm busy. I'm in Toronto. I leave Saturday. Sunday for Toronto. So I've got a couple nights of stampeding, which will be great. Buddy's 40th. It got postponed a few times. I'm excited about that.
What do you mean postponed?
Well, there's the pandemic, and then this guy had a particular battle with cancer, and that knocked things back. So everyone's very excited to see him healthy, kicking ass. Can't wait to see him on Friday. So
And
that's a
even more than 40
feel good
birthday.
Yeah.
40 plus.
It's it's been owed for a few years. First COVID, and then
Awesome.
stupid capital C, and now he's back and ready. So we're gonna give it the proper treatment. And then
You're going to be on a hell of a run then. Stampeding, 40th, Toronto by yourself, probably.
No, we're taking the whole family.
Oh,
so this
that's
was
right,
first
that's
year the
right.
boys played baseball, and they happened to be of any team of the 24 in Cal West. Guess which team they got to be on? Blue Jays. Jacked. And the one kid loves his baseball on TV. The other, whatever. I'm gonna go watch it. Can I watch YouTube? No, why not? He's watching baseball. Either way, they got into it this summer. They had a great year. Teams that win, they love going to the ballpark. They won the league, which is very exciting for everyone involved.
Cheaters.
They've got the jerseys, and they're like, we got to go. Can we go? Can we go? They've been 3 years, the one's been asking me. So we're finally going to go watch a Blue Jays game. Or two. Very good.
Can you take them into the fancy new bars and stuff? Or
I don't know, but they are selling tickets that don't include seats. So it's called an outfield district ticket.
Yeah.
And you can just wander through all those
Just
5
kinda
drinking
stay.
areas.
That's
So if you could
okay.
drag your kid up to like a rail, I was looking like it's almost sold out a week out for Saturday's game. That's like 45,000
Wow,
people.
if you think about it,
It was like fifth deck and corners of the lower.
Get to a point in the summer where you can look ahead a few days and see the weather's going to be good. And
Yeah.
it's be pretty sweet.
It's nice when they open the roof there. So yeah, we're cruising into summer. Now let's pretend I'm the Weem dog here. You're back in town. Ring, 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 ring. You have to answer the phone now.
Ring, ring, ring. ring
Please
ring,
press
ring,
2 for caller
Banana
control.
phone.
Beep. So I call you. Hey, Rhett. It's what the sea bear? Weem dog? What are you calling him?
The large human.
The large human here. Hey, are you back for the summer?
What's the summer?
Kids go back to school after Labor Day. You dope. What do you mean? What's the summer? How long are you in town for, Rhett?
Well, longer than last time.
How long were you here last time?
A couple days.
How do you do this?
I don't know. It's terrible.
It's amazing, but
No,
it's
it's
also
awful.
infuriating at the same time.
It's an awful existence.
I kind of see you as like this tumbleweed rolling through the desert, like you're a nomadic
I'm a
man.
lost soul. I'm looking for
You and the
purpose.
shoveler, though, because
Yeah.
clearly if
I'll
one
just
of
drag
you,
her along and frustrate her.
or does she drag you along?
No.
No, you drag her along. But she's not like the planner, or you would have things.
Yes.
So no one's a planner here.
No, terrible planners, over analyzers, and can actually look at the computer screen like for days and days and think you're going to find something better. And guess what?
You're just stuck looking at
You
the
just
screen.
end up paying more for the same thing you've been looking at. 'Cause
Okay.
every day the price goes up.
Now, have we determined a home for the Warner family in the fall?
No,
No, it's way too soon. I can't even figure out next weekend.
Not enough information.
Should we move to hockey, or I thought I'd ask you about your summer plans?
Somebody told me about Costa Rica last night, and I got very excited. So, I mean, I'm an islander.
It's what do they call it? A blue zone?
I'm an islander.
Something like that? That part of the world where people live till like
They have some
90
kind
or
of
100?
Be happy.
Yes, way happier, live longer, less disease.
Yeah.
Let's go live in the tropics.
Snakes, though.
You like snakes, eh?
Hate snakes.
You got by in Australia?
It's true. Didn't even see a snake in Australia.
Yeah. Australia now wouldn't be a good move. Save that for winter. It's their summer in our winter.
But if you go up north to the
Okay.
Kansas stuff, wouldn't it be?
I guess. Yeah. Okay, so a couple things popped up. The Flames will open development camp tomorrow on the ice. Today they meet with players. Thursday, Friday, Saturday are the ice times. If we ever have a World Cup of hockey or an Olympics where the best go, the Americans are an absolute steamroller all of a sudden. And the Flames kind of looks like they might be starting the season with 3 goalies. You have dealer's choice. What would you like to talk about there? 3 goalies. The Americans maybe being the dominant world power, or
let's go in
development
reverse.
camp.
What the hell you mean 3 goals? You can't play 3 goalies. We've seen it before, and it doesn't work.
So the Flames will
Pain in the
arrive.
ass. Practice sucks.
We talked about it. It's been a soft summer for goaltending the market.
I thought there were cap issues.
Hence why moving a goalie is going to be even harder, right?
How do you carry an extra goalie if you're tight to the cap?
So I guess what I'm saying is 3 goalies going to show up in camp is probably what, we had thought Dan Vladar for a 3rd rounder or 2nd rounder would have been a move they'd make. They didn't. It doesn't look like there's a lot of empty chairs on the goaltending carousel. Not that there's none, but that one team who maybe is looking for a goalie, not a kid, would want Vladar and at that number and at a return that you like. It just seems a little less probable than it did 2 months ago.
And so if Wolf isn't with the big squad, he has to go through waivers?
No, he does not.
So
he's young enough. He can go up and down with ease. And so you'll arrive at camp and it'll be Markstrom, Vladar, and Wolf in this theoretical situation. If they don't like what they're seeing on the market for Vladar, which I'd understand. I think, they gave up a 3rd to Boston to get him a few summers ago. He's toolsy. He's not young, but he's not old. And he's kind of at that age where guys kind of pop. Like Vanacek did last year. Samsonov did last year.
I just wonder if Wolfie's on the outs again.
And so here's your conundrum. One guy can move up and down freely without waivers. That's Wolf. And that's great. And you've got the AHL team here in Calgary. But what if he's your best goalie in camp? Are you really going to
Then you should have traded Markstrom 3 weeks ago.
For what?
Get him off the books.
Who wants a $6 million goalie coming off an $885 season?
Well, yeah, but I think there's enough. So we're unhopeful that Jacob Markstrom can.
Oh, there's certainly hope. I just think that it's not the type of bet GMs want to make.
Joonas Korpisalo.
Yeah. Joonas Korpisalo.
Right?
Ottawa was the team. You remember we used to talk about there's like 2 or 3 GMs.
No move.
Markstrom does. Yeah. Even talking about it is. I mean,
he's a good fit though. If Wolf does come along, it's too bad that you can't move Vladar. But
if Jacob Markstrom wants to stop the puck, I think there's no problem here.
Yeah.
If it looks like last year, this is a problem.
Yeah, it's not going to look like last year. The second half was fine. After the kid arrived,
what was it? The end of Feb, end of March, one of those two.
Good. The only thing he looked shitty when he got tired, and you couldn't not rest him because you'd been terrible for the.
Yeah, they had to play the shit out of him because Vladar, sort of after a strong start, had fallen off, and
didn't
he's
Vladar
finally
have some
playing
streak
well.
where he won 9 in a row or points in 9 straight games, and then
they both hit the shits in February.
Yeah.
And prior to that, Vladar looked like the better guy, and then they both were dog shit for a while, and then Markstrom was good the last 2 months, but they had to ride him because they were so far out of things.
Yeah,
they're trying to get back in.
You could see he was fatigued. So
if Wolf's your best goalie in camp and you can't move Vladar, what
the
kind
hell
of
does
conversation
training camp mean?
You'd hope it would mean young guys could win jobs, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Wolf is going to. I don't care because even if you lose Vladar for nothing, you lost him for a 3rd, and he probably served his purpose.
Yeah,
right. Like if you try to put him through waivers and someone takes him,
yeah,
who cares?
The other thing is, if you can't get a deal for him and he's not looking that good, and you might not get claimed at all.
Yes, that's exactly.
If he's good, you're going to want to keep him. If he's not, you want to put him in waivers. If he's not, who's got the 2.2 for 2 years that they want to gamble on him being good?
And if is the 2.2 cap space not
Yeah,
helpful?
That would be.
Right. So I actually think it's kind of a no lose.
Yeah, it would have been nice if you
keeping
got an extra
Markstrom,
pick, yeah.
and you're going to have a backup. If it's Wolf and you want to give him the job, go ahead. Put Markstrom on waivers, clear the cap space. If someone takes him, if not, he's in the minors.
We used to have Kevin Woodley on the old program in the 9 o'clock hour once a week, and it was great because goalies are it's a different sport. It feels like
goofballs,
totally. And it's like to talk about it. It's like, well, I don't know, like they stop the puck, like, and I feel like a lot of NHL head coaches, the people that are best in the world, what they do are like, yeah, talk to the goalie coach. I don't know. Like it's any other player. They got all this information, and here's what I think he's got to do. And it's like, I don't know. I got to talk to the goalie coach, and I'll let you know what they're different animals.
Yeah.
And so one of the things he talked about ages ago is give the guy a real day off. So let's say on a Saturday,
I've said that.
Yes. And this is nice. It's the same as you. It's like, don't make work for the sake of making work. If you want to give Jacob Markstrom a day, don't make him fucking stay late after morning skate and take 50 shots from scrubs.
Off.
And if Dustin Wolf is in the building where, the AHL affiliate's playing, you could say, hey, Dan, you're playing tonight. It's Saturday against Edmonton. And Wolf, you're going to be here for morning skate. We're going to call you up for a day. We're going to move you up and down freely. And Jake, go take your wife to Banff. I don't give a shit. Calm down. You're going to play on Tuesday. Chill out. Set your feet up. and don't face pucks on an off day. Don't wake up at 7 to get to the rink.
100%. Days off. It's come around big time from when the old guys like us played.
Yeah.
Where they just forced you, and it was stupidity actually running things. Whereas now they do give you days, but I still think they're underutilized. I'm convinced that the teams that get more time off and show up and play with energy have more success.
And you know who was the king of time off? Apparently, it was Quenneville.
Yes.
And like, how'd they do?
Yeah.
Especially like, hey, we're going to try to play into June, guys. You want to win the cup, right? That's a good idea. Okay, well then
you have to
play hard, and I'll fucking give you the days off.
No problem. When you're here, it's work. Don't show up just to, like you said, make work. F off with that. Stay away from the rink. Don't even come in for morning skates. Don't come in for. I loved it when guys would. No, you got to. Well.
We'll do a light bike ride at 10 a.m.
10-minute meeting. So you're getting me out of bed to come in. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So Mika Kiprasov, his years in Calgary, he arrives mid-season 03-04, as we know. You brought him to town.
Yep.
Mike Greer, you pushed into Turek.
Yeah.
It was Turek.
That large out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they got to get a goalie. He played a bunch that year, but it was kind of an unknown. He starts playing well, like ride the hot hand. Great. Goalie hot. Let's do it. Maybe this is like Johan Hetberg, the Moose.
He also missed time with a knee injury.
There you go. So after that, games played 74, 74, 76, 76, 73, 71, 70. He never played less than 70 games until his final year here at the age of 36. How insane is that when you look back?
It's crazy.
70.
Look up Brodeur. I think Brodeur used to play a ton too. It was different, guys. I remember when Keenan came here, he said to Kipper, Glenn Hall or whoever it was, he referred to someone. He's like, he played almost all the games. That's what I'm expecting out of you. And it's like, okay. And Kipper was good enough to stay, but was he as good as he could have been? Like, would you have been even better if he'd have played 67 and had those days?
Talked everyone 60. Yeah.
Right? Like,
and maybe you don't have a good backup or whatever. I'm trying to remember who the cast was. You'd hardly remember because you wouldn't see them.
And Bush and McElhaney and
yeah. And Marty, here's some numbers for Marty. 78 games one year. This is insane. Are you kidding me? That's the best fucking gig in hockey backing him up. You had 4 games.
It's hard to stay sharp.
What?
Hard to stay sharp.
The backup would have made more on a prorated basis than Brodeur. Like, I'm making $250,000 a game. What are you getting, Marty? He led the league, Brodeur, in games played 6 years. 70, 73, 75, 78, 77, 77. That is absolutely insane.
78, 77, 77.
It's like we're talking about the 60s or something. This was 10 years ago almost. 15 years ago.
Now, there are goalies that'll go and I don't know to that extent, but that want to play.
Vasilevsky's one of them in
like,
the modern era. Hellebuck, the same. They're guys that are durable.
I want to play 70. I don't feel like I'm as good if I play less. But you got to monitor it too. I don't know. You said it. The goalie coach and the goalie coach's job. How do you feel? Good. Okay, great. How do you feel? Bad. Okay. Well, what do you need? Like, that's the goalie coach's job. You want to play? No. Okay, sit.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're more dialed than the coach, obviously, but you're right. It's kind of like you don't have gauges and meters on these guys' shoulders you can read. Like, you got to trust what you're seeing and hearing.
And the goalies got to know what they need.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's all fine and good. Players do it. Everybody, I want to play. Of course I want to play. Well, if you're no good, don't play. If you need that day, it's better for you to take the rest.
One of the things with Markstrom that Woodley always used to say is you kind of have to protect him from himself. He wants to play 70 and he needs to play 55 to 60.
Yeah.
Like, if you want peak Markstrom, and that I think you saw the best 2 years of Markstrom would have been 2 seasons ago here.
Wasn't it last year? Daryl said at the start of the year he had
once a month
the formula laid out.
Once a week, Vladar's going to play, and then like a month in, there was a week he didn't play,
and everything changed because they were terrible.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
It is. Let's sit down and map this out here a little bit.
Yeah, and then
always adapt.
If your goalie coaches do go map it out, feel free to listen to them too.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know anything about goaltending, but
I don't know that
Markstrom's going to
Husk
play
is
70.
I don't know that Husk is going to argue with it.
I feel like Husk is going to be very open to collaboration.
Yeah.
Not to say anything of anyone else.
No.
You know who's got good goalies? Team USA. If we ever have best on best, Gary, what are you doing?
Well,
What are you doing?
Who was that goalie in the World Cup that made all those saves? I thought you
Well,
remember in the shootouts?
shootout World Cup.
Yeah, last World Cup.
Like when they had Team Europe and they had the youngster, what was it, the U21?
No, I'm talking soccer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Anyway, off to hockey.
I don't
Sway
know.
dog.
I don't know if you can see this. Here is now this is our boy Jay Fresh on Twitter. Good analytics stats guy. And he put it out to a few thousand people on Twitter. Hey, vote for Team USA if, let's say, they were going to choose to go to the Olympics or they were going to have a World Cup. And there is a shitload of talent. Just, to read the list here for those listening. Let's start up front. DeBrincat, 40-goal guy. Austin Matthews scored 60. Brady Tkachuk, everyone would love that guy on their team no matter what tournament, what team you are. Jack Eichel, Jack Hughes. That's pretty decent for your second and third line centers, right? Gensel, Robertson. What did he score this year? You got 50? Flirt with 50?
It was close.
Pavelski, if you want an older guy. Johnny Gaudreau, third liner, probably.
Johnny?
Kyle Connor, all he does is score. Matthew Tkachuk, of course. Tage Thompson, sniper. That's a really good forward group. And I'm not here to say that's better than Canada's. I'm just saying that's a really talented group of Americans. Blue line looks pretty darn good as well.
Really?
Fox, perennial Norris candidate. Slavin, maybe best defensive defenseman in the game. Charlie McAvoy, Mr. Everything for the Bruins. Quinn Hughes, excellent skater, puck mover. And then, you got Werenski, who's missed last year with injury. Keandre Miller had a big breakout year. John Carlson, Pesci. That's a solid blue line. But the difference is in net. Hellebuck, Ottinger, and Swayman. You could even put Thatcher Demko in there. I think Demko had a bad year last year. We forget about him. If Jonathan Quick was younger, you throw him in there. If John Gibson returns,
you don't need 7 goalies.
No, and then if John Gibson ever got out of Anaheim and was a good goalie again, he'd be in the mix. Like that. That is crazy. How good they are in net.
Well, I have to see a comparison.
Yeah, okay. So the comparison. Here's Team Canada, what they got going on in net. Jack, you got a Team Canada goalie. You're not going to love this.
Come on.
Aiden Hill, number 4 at one point this year.
Isn't he?
Cam Talbot, 1 year, $1 million. That's what the hockey market thinks of him. Carter Hart, poor guy's a goalie in Philly. Darcy Kemper.
Who's the guy? Come on, Carter.
Devin Levi, your boy in Buffalo. He's barely played in the NHL games. Jake Allen, that's a goalie on a bad team. James Reimer, don't even know where he plays this year. My apologies. He just got moved. Jordan Binnington, hothead, no. Logan Thompson, was he third string on that depth chart with Leonard is healthy? Marc-Andre Fleury, back 9. Matt Murray hurt. Stuart Skinner, 1 good year, but was supposed to be the backup anyway. Is Tristan Jarry your best Canadian goalie?
Him or Hill?
What the hell's happened here?
You pray that Hill continues to be as good as he was in the playoffs.
Like Kemper won the cup a couple of years ago with Colorado, and we can live without him. It's 1 year.
Forgot about that guy. Yeah,
like that is. I think you can say, look, we got a better forward, better D in Canada, but what the hell are we doing here?
Come on, goalie coaches.
It used to be, what happened to the Quebec pipeline? Did they? I know they don't like pipelines. Did they cancel the goalie pipeline? Is that down too?
Actually plays into it for the kids when they don't have for a few years in Buffalo. Rob Ray told me this about kids hockey. When Hasek was there was
everyone wants to be a goalie.
supposed to be a goalie.
Yeah,
right.
When Kipper was here, everyone wanted to be a goalie.
Yeah.
Mike Soroka said that's how we got into baseball. He wanted to be a goalie because Kipper wasn't good, went to baseball.
So I think it does matter what your goalie situation is in the city. But anyway.
Well, if you're growing up in Quebec and you grew up watching Marty Brodeur, Patrick Waugh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'll be. Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, I don't know that 60 CHL teams is the best at developing stuff for goalies. I'd rather consolidate more.
I don't know.
It's 120 goalies at the top level in Canada. Is that really? Is that the best?
Yeah, but at least they get to develop and play.
Yeah.
right? Like
That's an
you
awful
can buy-
list.
You can bypass people if they don't have the opportunity to play and develop.
So is there a top 10 goalie in the league on that
No.
list? Is there a top 15 goalie on that list?
I don't know. The Penguins think Jari is.
Like, that's awful. Like,
Well,
you would have
Hill just won the Stanley Cup. Where's he at?
Hey, sure. If you're telling me that you're buying Aiden Hill as a top 10 goalie in the league, like, he's looked good for 2 months, right? That's it.
Verney told me he's good.
I'll take Verney's word. Take it all back.
I don't know.
Isn't it weird? And a year ago, Aiden Hill wouldn't even be on this
Cam
list.
Talbot on there.
Isn't this crazy?
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, we'll have to outscore.
I guess you could still go McDavid, Crosby, McKinnon down the middle. You'll be okay, right? Win 7-6, boys.
Track meet.
What's going on with the TV behind me, boys? Can we get that fixed?
Car. Is this
What's
what it
going
is?
on?
You got the remote?
Oh, thank you. I couldn't see that. So we'll go behind me. Yeah, there. So we had a little. The comment section was apparently up in arms earlier today. Now, Jack, we normally post on YouTube that the show is going up.
Yeah.
And then people hop into the chat room and they can talk before the show goes.
Yeah, but it was set for 10 p.m. instead of 10 a.m.
Oh, 10. I'm in bed by then.
Yeah, we can't do the show at 10 tonight, Jack. That's not going to work.
Honestly,
for us.
people weren't like that surprised. I thought like maybe we go 10 p.m. today.
They're like, yeah, have you seen these idiots? They were stuck in Kentucky. We don't know where Rhett doesn't know where he's living next year. Like, yeah, we'll do 10 p.m. today. These losers can't even organize them to show time. And so this is even better. How did we find out that it was set for 10 p.m., not a.m.?
RJ's mom.
Ah, yes. Good job, Mama.
What's RJ's mom's first name?
Rose. Rose Graham.
Old
What a
Rose.
handle.
Great job, Rose.
Thanks,
Rosie,
Mom.
Appreciate that, Rose. Thanks to Rose. We're on time. We're ready to rock. You know what you need to do for Rose as a big thank you, RJ? Because like if we started at 10 p.m. today, that would have ruined everyone's day. Let's get Rose up to Mad Rose Pub. I feel like it would be
Rose at the Rose.
Great
it'd be
idea.
at the nexus of the Rose universe.
It's good synergy.
We could treat her to some of that amazing pizza. They making the dough fresh every day, the sauce every day.
Love it.
Does she like wings that are, fried and then baked?
I'm sure she does, and if she doesn't, I'll eat them for her. I got no problem.
Come
with that.
on, Rose.
It's
have
the
some.
attention to detail, Rose. That's what we love about Mad Rose.
She'll have 2, and then I'll have the other 20.
We were up there with some winners of a contest. Actually, it was our fundraiser for at Christmas time. Undefeated there. Like I have not had a single transaction there that wasn't phenomenal.
I've only been there a couple times, and it was great. So, yep.
I think for a guy that's sort of just rolling in the wind, I'd look into real estate near there.
Oh,
If you could live anywhere,
very north. Very north.
get your kids out at that hockey school out west of the city.
No, it's very expensive.
So Mad Rose Pub, by the way, daily drink specials. Check it out. They're up in
Royal Oak.
Royal Oak. That's right. Very good. When are we going? Can you commit to going before you
No, I
move
can't
back to
commit.
Buffalo?
This week is a tough week, and next week I'm gone.
We need a good sporting event. I feel like that's what we need too.
Is there nothing this?
It's just kind of the light portion of the summer. I don't know if you noticed with the content today, but
What about you had 3 things though. We talked about the
development camp.
goalies.
The real flamesy stuff.
The goalies we talked about. Team
Yeah.
Canada or USA.
If they were televising Flames development camp 3-on-3 scrimmage on Saturday, do you think they'd open up Mad Rose a little early? We could go in.
Might be. What?
Let's take a look at the list. Here's development camp. They're meeting today on ice sessions. It's Team Vernon and Team Kippersoft. They've split them into 2. Yeah. Block the damn shot. There's your forward group. Matt Coronado, come in and be the best forward. You should be. You want to make the NHL team. It starts with development camp here. Flames fans will get their first look after being drafted at Samuel Honzik, the first rounder out of the Vancouver Giants. You would have, of course, had a chance to see him at the Saddle Dome when the Giants passed through. Adam Klapka had an interesting year. He is huge, Rhett. He's like, 6'7"?
I don't know.
He and Radim Zahorna were like twin towers for the Wranglers at points this year.
Mhm.
He actually had some big playoff goals. Klapka's an interesting guy. Monster. Had some fights.
Gonna need some space in the lineup.
Topironi. That's Flames, second rounder from last season out of Sweden. Be interesting to see how he looks. They could use some center depth. We talked about it. Nazem turns 33 before the season starts, or in October.
They don't need center depth. Those guys will be here forever.
Backlund could be gone in moments. One of the fits that Elliott's talked about multiple times, apparently Colorado was in on Backlund. That would have been a great fit, in my opinion. If you can go McKinnon, Johansson, and then Backlund, like you give Johansson the softest baby poop matchups of all time, and Backlund could be your checking center.
Or Condry, could we?
Yeah, it's too late.
No, not gonna.
Also of note, what could we say?
Nothing of note.
Coronado be good. Hanzek look good, and Ronnie, let's see what you got.
Of note, some of these teams are not really making guys skate at their development camps.
And there are a few players that are not skating for the Flames. Let's go to the D group. Also, before we actually go to the D, not skating Suniev, the third rounder out of Penticton. He's got immigration's paperwork he needs to get done. And it was weird because he was going to play in the States, and then because of paperwork, as a Russian-born player, he came to Canada to play, and then he couldn't play in Wenatchee in the BC League, but he could play all the other games because crossing the border is an issue, apparently. So border's still an issue for Suniev, who had 45 goals in 50 games.
That's too bad because he might be one.
He's the guy you'd love to watch. Yeah. Sniper, fill the net. D and goalies. Let's take a look. What do we got at development camp here? Sergeyev was, if you're looking at number 70, the goalie, he was drafted a few years ago. They had Radomski up and down between the East Coast and the AHL at the end of the year last year, if I'm correct. 40, the goaltender, the Finn, Jari Kaikkonen. He is in Kelowna, I believe, of the Western League. Interesting. Okay. And on the blue line, you will not see Jeremy Poirier, who I believe we would call the top prospect in the organization on the blue line. Don't know if he's dealing with injury. He's at the camp, but will not skate. You see his number 72 there. Etienne Morin, the second rounder, he'll be there. What was he, a point per game?
That's the kid I want to see.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what he's made of. And Jan Kuznetsov, who was with the Wranglers last year. Towering Jan. I believe he was Yukon they drafted him out of. Monster, I don't know what's there, but it'd be good to see him against a younger class of players. Are you standing out, or you just look like a guy? I don't have the highest of hopes for Jan Kuznetsov.
No?
No.
Is that a name I've heard before? Is this?
It was a second rounder a few years ago.
Okay.
But it's about that time where he should be knocking on the door, and I don't know that I hear a lot of knocking yet. Did have a full season with the Wranglers, though.
So he played hockey.
He was definitely playing hockey.
That's good.
Better than the Tyler Parsons situation, yeah.
Open to the public? Can people go watch?
Yeah,
this?
Win Sports. They usually don't publicize it a ton, but it's absolutely open to the public. I know RJ was telling us that a younger RJ, he would drive down from the Red Deer area to watch the Win Sports development camp scrimmages and drills.
Wow. Lots to learn and see.
Potentially.
Or,
yeah, I don't.
Or a bit of a kook.
Probably a bit of both. And you would get some really good Mason McDonald viewings because he played in this thing 5 years in a row.
Yeah, well, it can't miss.
Goalies, man.
Well, maybe if Rose drives RJ down, they can stop in it.
So you and Rose come down, hit the Mad Rose, and then check out development camp. Perfect. Easy peasy. Love it. Okay.
I'm not going to watch.
Yeah, no, I sort of counted you out. I feel like A, you don't really want to, and B, you're a little sheepish about some of the rants you've had in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Am I right on both those? Or
Yeah. I'm over the ranting. Too bad. Just an appeal.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I'm always done with stupid.
I just have to be done. I can't go anymore today.
Would you like to do a Pinder report, or do you have any other
Yes.
things on life
No,
you'd
I
like to
feel like
opine
we've
about?
probably.
That's I mean, I'm sorry. I'm trying here.
You've done
Development camp rosters, Rhett. I'm hypothesizing Olympic rosters. You don't even have an
wonder
Olympics
if
they're
they'll-
going to.
I really liked, and I forgot to bring it up. I beaked it a little bit in our chat.
Oh,
The alumni.
see, people are trying to be nice, and Rhett's just like What are you doing? This is stupid.
I didn't say it was stupid.
Well,
I
I
thought
could
it
go
was-
read it.
I thought it was funny.
a little cheesy or just feels awkward. What is it? Just clunky. So the Flames alumni are welcoming draft picks to Calgary. So I think like the first one was Glenn Cross holding up a fence post outside of town saying, "Hey, Hanzek, welcome to Calgary. I played here for a bunch of years and can't wait to get you to town. It's a great city." And then you got someone else saying, "Hey, Yegorov, it's Mike Vernon here. Stop the puck," or something like that. Like, welcome to town. I think it's kind of a cute idea, but you're not
Yeah.
necessarily won over with it.
I'm fine with it as long as we can laugh about it.
Can we get Rhett signed up for one?
I was going to do everyone. I was going to just do one for everyone. I can't believe those guys took it upon themselves to do that. That's great.
And they were in like nice places with views of the city.
Yes,
I feel like if you wanted to do a
was-
satire, you could like go to the dump, like the
Yeah.
actual dump, and be like, "Hey, welcome, Hanzek," and then like go to McMahon Stadium, and be like, "We actually call this the dump, but this is where the football team plays. Welcome to town, Suniev. We can't wait to see."
Yeah, you're gonna love it. Should have done that.
Well, and Etienne Morin. This is the departures gate to Montreal and flying Air Canada. This is the flight you'll be catching when you're a Flame and you guys get knocked out April 15. Welcome to Calgary.
This is the direction.
You didn't love those, eh?
I thought they were. I giggled. I did giggle.
I like it because I think,
I know what they're doing.
I think there's context to it. Like the last 14 months, there's been some high profile players saying thanks, but no thanks to Calgary. And I think that is maybe overstated and that someone from the outside might say, what's wrong with this place? And is it the best market in the NHL? Is it perfect? No. Do a lot of players love living here and working here and retiring here? Yeah. Like a lot of people. Cups of coffee here, longer places elsewhere, come live in Calgary. And I think the alumni maybe are trying to inspire a little more
Doing
confidence in the city. Is that fair?
Yeah. I understand the reasoning for it. I just had Glennie made me laugh.
Yeah. Nice looking ranch, though.
Oh, beautiful.
Have you been to Glennie's place?
No,
Oh, it's very nice.
I'm sure it is. You got to have room when you got 18 kids.
Does have a lot of children. We're gonna get him in studio, but he's like, "Yeah, that kids and co is full all day. I can't drop
weird.
off my 18 kids."
Can I bring the boys? No, don't bring your crew.
How was America Day feedback? The Shoveler obviously grew up in Buffalo. You spent all year there. What was the feedback on July 4th?
Kind of it passed by without much fanfare, to be honest with you.
No firework incidents?
No, not that we. It was. I actually was texting with someone down there, and I totally forgot it was the 4th, and they were busy doing stuff.
Okay. Well, the good news, we have some fireworks in the Pinder report.
Let's hear it.
Let's do it. Pinder report, presentation of Village Honda. You know what you love doing in the summer, no matter who you are, whether maybe not Boomer, everyone else. Road trips.
No, he likes road trips just by himself.
He's done his one. He's good for the summer.
Yeah.
We did a 3-hour drive through the night to Kentucky. He's hit his quota. Get road trip ready with essentials detailing, starting at only $79.95. Village Honda service all makes, all models. They're not going to be all snooty about what logos on the hood of your car. You can get it detailed no matter what.
Care of it.
That's right. They're worth the trip. Village Honda, your one-stop automotive destination in YYC. It's in the Northwest Auto Mall and online, villagehonda.com. The Pinder. All right, we talked about development camp. We have some other Flamesy kind of news. I know you get very riled up about selections that the Hitmen make. I hope you like this one. It is a Flames tie-in. The WHL Hitmen have selected Flames 7th rounder Axel Hurtig, a 6'4" Swedish defenseman, in the CHL import draft. Today's the import draft, and the Hitmen have plucked this towering D-man, the hulking rear guard from Sweden. And so this is an interesting idea. The Flames have a lot of synergies here if you were able to funnel players through your WHL team and then your American Hockey League team and then your NHL team. I mean, nice to get some of your prospects getting developed and grouped under your own roof. This is probably the plan for Axel Hurtig. He sounds like a big Swedish defense.
He does. I wish there was an N there. Hurting would be.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh, good. Wouldn't that be great?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm with you on that. So there you go. Should we expect to see more of this? I think it's a good idea. You got
Yeah,
the
well,
teams
they
here. You may as well
should've-
use
Why
them.
didn't they take Iginla if Iginla's coming here? I mean, it only makes
They're going
sense.
to trade for him later. Don't worry. What's the older kid like? Because it's his draft year next year.
I think he's a lot like his old man.
So the two brothers are both, I mean, clearly high draft picks in the WHL, and he'll get drafted next year, it sounds like.
I don't know. I mean, I've only seen him play for 15, 20 minutes. So.
Okay, I won't ask for your scouting report. That's fine. Okay, so that is the Flames news. Summer, man.
It's summer.
It's summer.
Next.
Let us go to baseball. That's summer.
I saw something good last night.
Are you an Angels fan? Because they didn't see much good.
Oh,
You want to see the 24 hours the Anaheim Angels had? Why don't you, or the LA Angels? You want to read that for us, Rhett? What does that say?
11:45 a.m. Angels announced Mike Trout fractured the I can't say
Hamate bone. It's a
Okay.
bone in the bottom of your palm there. The hamate bone.
Can't have that if you're swinging a bat.
On to the injured list. Trout out. 4:40 p.m. the same day.
Anthony Rendon fouls a ball off his leg and leaves the game.
That hurts. That's
You ever
smart.
done that? Are you playing ball?
No,
Not too busy.
no. Kids wiped out ball. There they go.
Shohei Ohtani?
5:30.
Oh, no.
50 minutes later, Ohtani.
Blister.
On his finger, leaves with the trainer. And they were in San Diego. Big crowd, 4th of July. They got spanked 8-5 by the Dads. Padres win. That is a rough
I'm telling you, I'm a big Padres fan. Let's go Padres.
and a rough year. You got to turn things around quick here.
I know they were supposed to be.
I know. They
Same
got
with them.
Tatis back. They got
So are the
Machado.
Blue Jays.
They got who's the big Lugan? Soto from Washington.
Yeah.
He's a great player. They should be killing people. I feel like they're Blue Jays National League.
A little bit.
Record's awful though. Okay, that's some baseball stuff. How about this Calgary kid making a international debut yesterday? A year ago today, I believe Victor Latourie was playing for Cavalry FC. Just a young player, a humble Calgary boy on the Canadian Premier League side. This is last night against Cuba at the Gold Cup. Huh?
Scott Kennedy, Jason Russell Rowe among the trio, and you see right in behind Victor Latourie.
And number
as
12
well,
on the
another
right.
Big moment for Canadian football in the Canadian Premier League with Latourie about to come on.
There you go. So a year can change a lot. Cavalry sells him to a club in Europe, and now he's playing on the national team against Cuba in the Gold Cup. They win 4-2. They're off to the quarters, I believe, where they'll face the Americans.
It's good to watch.
Is that?
Is that good to watch? I haven't watched any of that.
It is not widely available on your televisions. Depending on your cable provider, you can find it. The One Soccer is carrying all the national team stuff as well as the CPL.
Okay.
So you can hunt that down, but that's kind of cool. Kid was just a guy on Cavalry FC last year, and now he's playing for Canada. Love to see it. Speaking of Cavalry FC, they got a big win on the weekend, winning in Winnipeg against Valor. That hasn't happened often. First team to win in Winnipeg in 11 months. And, Oliver Platt, soccer analyst, very impressed with what he's seen from Cavalry. When's Cavalry's next action? What's going on there? I think they're on the road. Yeah, they're in Victoria this weekend to face Pacific, top of the table. Go get them. Go get them, Tommy. As for Surge, they're in action in the CEBL. It'll be a Calgary-Edmonton matchup. That's tonight up in Shelbyville. They beat the Stingers games 1 and 2 of the season in dramatic fashion, no less. Let's go, Surge. We got to get you and your boys to a game. I know I'd give you the dates, but you don't know what you're doing.
Let's say 9:38 p.m. Like
I think that would be Eastern time, and so a tip-off would be 7:30 after the anthems and all that. They do that with baseball too, like 5:07 first pitch or 6:10. Very precise.
okay.
Whatever works for you. Let's get into the dumb shit, shall we? It is the Pinder Report, and it was July 4th yesterday. America Day. Yeah. You missed out, Rhett. This could have been you.
I wanted to get as far away as possible because it doesn't feel safe to me.
Why would you feel that way? Look at this video here. Why at all could you feel anything but entirely safe and comfortable? Someone has filled, I think, like an old oil can with 1 billion fireworks, and it looks like a flamethrower.
Wow.
That looks like a military grade
That has
anti-aircraft
to be
weapon.
safe. I don't know what could.
What are we doing here? How many fires were started yesterday in America?
It's funny but sad because if you want to search it up, you'll find all kinds of injuries and
I was going to say
tragedies.
A busy night at hospitals in all 50 states, I'd suggest, yesterday. America!
You've never done that at the lake?
I mean, maybe one a neighbor sends off, but like...
No, but not filled a garbage can?
No, never filled a garbage can and shot up 1,000 fireworks. It's funny because it was like...
Chicken.
You were in Canada for Canada Day? All four of us were. Actually, I think our boy Jack was in Whitefish. Good times. Not Whitefish the best, isn't it? Whitefish just... Oh, man.
I'm a track.
It happens in Whitefish. They still take Canadian dollars at par at the Bulldog at the bar?
No, they don't.
What?
Shut up!
They're
What?
still like $3.50 though, US.
That's like $5. It used to be 99 cents. My old man shaking fisted cloud. They stopped taking Canadian dollar.
Yeah.
There must be enough Californians moving there now. That's
There's
crazy.
a ton.
Wow. All right. That's your Whitefish update for Village Honda. Here's some more America. You want Americans? You want a little more brash and loud? You want some people dressing up? You want some high kicks? Phil Mickelson's got you covered, Rhett. Look at this. This is quite a trick, party trick. Now, Phil's better shape in his 50s than I think he was in his 30s. He's got the stars and stripe pants. One pant like stars, the other pant like stripes. And not only does he high kick, he goes over Buddy's head, and on the way down, clips a water bottle with his heel off the guy's head.
Backwards reverse high kick?
This
Wow.
is phenomenal. Like Phil he used to be a bit blimpy. This guy is in shape now. Look at that extension.
10 years ago, he's snapping something there.
He's on the shelf after that 10 years ago, no doubt. And yes, I do have some high kick envy. That's impressive.
Very good.
Look at that flexibility. Wow. Is he ever going to come to his course here?
No.
I feel like we could high kick on the first tee,
No,
maybe
I
shake hands, do something for
I
charity.
think that $1 billion he has now is just
He did get a bit of money
Penny and
to,
all.
yeah. No, I'm just gonna leave that course alone. Okay, we got video. Now I don't know if this is you and your brother or if this is Razor and you, but we got a little one-on-one soccer you were playing. Why don't you tell us who's who here?
Love the game.
We'll get the video going. It's one-on-one soccer. Is that you in the red there? Razor just took, or is that Weber? It's Weeds. Yeah, he's trying to drive wide there. Oh, blew a tire. And look at this. Rhett's going to ice the cake, baby. Watch. Oh, no! Oh, Weems can't believe it. Oh, look at this. You're still down. I think you've torn something, Rhett.
I'm out.
You're down and out.
Tired.
Oh, come on. Finish this thing off. That's what happens when you play midnight soccer, one-on-one. Is that your backyard? But I can't see the lake there. That's weird. Thought you had him.
I did.
You didn't get up.
The cleats caught in the
You
grass.
got it. So finally, we found this last week, and it's a little longer in length, but I think this is the greatest game show that has not yet arrived in North America. So before we press play, I want to explain what it is. It looks like there are 3 or 4 people in something the size of a squash court, and they are wearing, you know, those like squeaky chicken dog toys where you're like,
It's not Squid Game, is it? Or that show
I don't
is?
know. So you know those little rubber chickens you'd squeak and they'd make a noise? They are on the bottom of shoes of 3 contestants,
Huh?
and the person that is blindfolded with like a belt, and they're trying to whip these people running around with the chicken shoes. Let's grab some audio and take a look here, because I feel like this could be a hit here.
Oh! Oh!
So he's listening to hear this.
I need a bigger room.
You gotta walk on your toes.
I've got this figured out already.
We need to do this.
I've got it figured out though. If I'm one of those dopes in the I think you just everyone's got to run around constantly.
You got to keep moving.
Yeah, everybody. It's just
Make it chaos. Push the other guys with the chickens on their feet. There's a couple that land here. There's a couple that land. I think it would hurt.
Oh, I would want. Yeah, can I have the foamy stick instead of this belt?
You get some major wealth of all your toast.
Oh,
Please. You, me, and Boomer. We could do this thing. Oh, look at the foot. Look at the foot. That hurts. Oh, no.
that looks like razor.
Is that wrong?
Is that a bed?
I don't know what the setup in the room here. Now, they're all together here. This is where I'd be pushing someone. Look at the calves. That's boom. The guys are holding their wounds. The one guy's holding his elbow. I think we got one more of these. That's probably good.
That's a bed. There.
So there we are. We need a game show. I think that's. I don't know what we called it. What did you label that as? Like blindfolded slapping or something like that?
Yeah, pretty much. What do you call that?
I think that's a hit. That's what I call
How do
that.
you even think of that?
Chicken belt.
Chicken belt. Oh, that's a catchy name.
Idea.
I think we do it.
I want odds on Betway for the chicken belt. I think.
I'm going to play that game with my kids.
Don't let the authorities know. Wait till they're signed a waiver. Okay, so I called it blindfold game.
And that's what happens on July 5th Sports Talk. I can't believe Boom faked being sick too. Day
You
off.
think he faked
What
it?
a run.
I don't think he faked it. Village Honda is located at the Northwest Auto Mall and, of course, online at villagehonda.com. They want to buy your ride, even if you don't buy theirs. They got good, cold, hard cash for you.
Yes,
Payment
baby.
in 24 hours, stress-free. And you could also get in on some of these limited Calvary FC ticket bundles if
You
you sell
could,
a
huh?
vehicle. Complimentary appraisals. Go to villagehonda.com for more.
And for life.
And for life, your dealership for life, Village Honda. There's a QR code on your screen. Give that a zap. You got an extra set of wheels hanging around you want to sell? You're in the opposite. You're looking for a set of wheels. Have you stranded a vehicle in Buffalo? Is that what you've done?
Yeah, it's been a poor decision. And you look like a real putz trying to bum rides off of people constantly.
Well, I think there's an opportunity here. And I know Boom's already got one tiny little road trip done. But if you wanted to do a bandit run with Boom, I feel like that would be a week of amazing shows. Now, it's summer. We're down to 3 shows a week. Check in on the Monday,
Maybe.
Wednesday, Friday. Take a week to get back.
I don't want to ride in a car with him, though. He'd be
I did it for 3 hours.
rumbling and stuff. Like,
You need some good music. The music's always key to
yeah,
Boom's
for Boom,
attitude.
that's a good point.
I feel like if it's a
If you've
quiet
got-
room in the morning and
not-
it's like,
yeah.
ooh, I
If
could
you've
just
got a nice, if you've got
You get some 80s hits
Right.
on.
T-tops off,
Yeah. You don't have a T-top there, though. It's probably a truck.
tarps are optional.
Yeah.
Be really good.
You're going to need a car. What are you doing?
I've bummed one, and it's actually quite nice. So.
And again, knowing that
Back.
you're going to Montreal. Can you swing and get the truck on the way back?
No.
Hmm.
Well, I can, but not happening.
So this is going to be an issue then, getting this vehicle home. You might not even do it.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll go buy one.
Village Honda, Tower, you got options here.
Yep.
Import, domestic, those are our pals. Go see them. St. Eugene Golf Course, I would like to rope into coming out to St. Eugene. Go to the website, steugene.ca to see more. There's the 1-800 number. Get booking, fellas. Summer's busy. But it's not too late to book a fella's trip, maybe for September. Everyone's back in school
It's
for
the
Labor
time to
Day.
go, actually.
And
because
here the weather
yeah,
can be
you'll
dicey,
get
but
the
there.
frost delays here.
Beautiful.
No, no.
Now, you've been summering out in Kookanusa in years past.
I've gone the odd time, yeah.
And that's what? Kootenay Lake, Canada, USA. Kookanusa. It straddles across the border.
It's more of a river.
Yeah, well,
River.
sure. Dammed at one end, and away you go. And so if you were in that neck of the woods, join me for a day. We'll play 1 to 18 holes. We'll have 1 to 18 beers at the pub. And
We should take that dummy commie with us then.
we should. He's. I asked him about his
he's
plans for the
good at
summer. He's got a calendar. He's very organized. He got nothing going on. He's I'm wide open. Grab commie?
Actually, the reason I brought him up, because do you remember when he was stuck at the border? That was the border right by
Yes.
Kookanusa turnoff.
That's where it
he
was.
Hung out. Yeah.
No, what? He didn't have the right paperwork for a car or
He's
something
an
like that?
idiot.
What does he say about you?
Oh, he calls me worse. It's a friendly idiot.
I
I'm
don't.
not-
Yeah. I mean, it's something about being a pro player that a lot of stuff just gets done for you, and then you're like, you're not a player anymore, and you have to start doing things you've never done, like booking travel,
Right
and
down
paying
to
your credit card bills, phone
organizing your
bills.
life. Yes,
Yes.
because usually you were told be here at this time.
Yeah.
This is your schedule.
If you're 10 minutes early or 5 minutes late, so just be 15 minutes early for everything. Your schedule's given to you, and then chill out in the summer.
My kid heard that last week at the
Oh,
camp
the
that he was
10
in.
minutes early,
They
5
were
minutes
like,
late.
If you're not 5 minutes or 10 minutes early, then consider yourself late.
Oh, but why don't you just make it 15 minutes earlier?
My dad says that.
Yeah. It's a hockey thing. Wear a suit and be 15 minutes early, or you're late.
It's a nice life lesson for dumb kids.
What do they got going on? Any
And
camps or
sometimes
anything?
people you live with.
Yeah, fair.
No, because if you don't organize, you miss out on registration.
It's a theme of the
And
show today. Yeah.
Especially up here, you can't participate if you weren't registered. You go down to the
Oh, everything's been
like,
sold out.
come on out. Who
I'm
cares
hearing
about
about some of these camps that some, kids' friends are in. I'm like, oh my God, that sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
get
yeah,
it.
it was sold out in January.
it? Yeah, start booking in September.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I've seen that. I didn't even realize there was a camp there.
People-
That sounds amazing.
It just proves people hate their children. They'll do anything to get them.
Well, what it actually is, Rhett, is that most people have 9 to 5 jobs. And then when school's out, they need to do something with their kids.
Maybe.
No, 9 to 5.
Hate their kids.
Could be both. I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. You could hate your kids and have a 9 to 5.
If you hate your kids, go to St. Eugene. Go.
Don't do that. Leave them behind. Take some buddies. Again, there's the website. Check them out. We'll be out getting some footage. I don't want to put a date on it because you guys are impossible to book. You and Boomer.
Well,
It's like herding cats sometimes.
I'm so busy.
Yeah, well, you're not, though.
I am.
You've got an empty calendar, and it's like so daunting. You can't. I don't know. It's like
20
paralyzing.
24
All the
hours.
options are
Too
paralyzing.
many,
to you.
too many options.
You're like, I could be in Peru. I could be
Costa Rica.
yeah,
This guy
I could
sent
be
me
on,
this
you
video,
know,
this website
in
of
a
this
submarine checking out boats on the bottom of the ocean floor. I could be doing
fishing
anything.
camp. Oh
Fishing. Yeah. See, you can't commit.
no!
I'm going to make a commitment. I'm going to be there before the end of the month.
Bold,
They take Kami.
bold.
You have the gout ever or no?
Oh, don't jinx it, because my toe hurts. I think I got
Those are
arthritis in
times,
my
huh?
toe.
What's the difference? Does it feel the same? I don't know.
I don't think the arthritis flares up for as long and is quite as painful. Like,
Yeah.
I say I'll take arthritis over the gout, but maybe down the long term, it's not.
I don't want either. Feels like a trick question.
no, you're
Screw
right.
that.
Yeah.
Screw that. Okay, that's probably
That's
a lot
good.
of show. Hey,
Yes,
let's
heavy.
show. Hey,
Very.
let us do Betway, and we will get the hell out of here.
You didn't talk about Vladdy hitting a home run yesterday.
Did you want me to?
No,
He hit a home run assist. Yeah,
good job.
it's just 4th and 10 games.
I just thought that was very sportsy to bring up.
Well, the Vladdy home run, I can get you those
No,
odds.
no,
Let's do that. Let's go to Betway, and while we're reading my bet, we'll do a little efforting and see what the odds are of Vladdy hitting a home run today, because he's on a heater. We've been waiting for this heater for the Vladdy. Suddenly it's happening. Jays remain in Chicago against the Southsiders. I like the Jays -1.5. Lance Lynn's having a tougher season. The old burly vet for the White Sox. Barrios is coming off back-to-back 8 strikeout games. I'm taking the over on 6+ Ks. 6 or more pays +175. Just do what you did the last 2 starts, Jose. You're fine. Also, a lot of swing and miss in that Chicago lineup.
That's what they do.
They can thump, but they can also spin around in their shoes and miss the ball. And so Jays -1.5, Barrios 6 or more Ks. Those are my Betway bets of the day. And we hit on both yesterday. Vladdy got over 1.5 total bases, and we had the under 7.5, barely.
He had a home run. So.
Yeah, God, that's 4 bases there. That's
Show.
tons. Let's see if I can pull this up for you. I don't know if it was working on my phone or the. God damn it!
Oh, this is going great.
It's just going great. What are you seeing from Vladdy? I know you're a big
I haven't
mechanic.
watched because they piss me off and they keep losing. They're no fun.
They better be fun when I'm there this week. They got the
then
Diamondbacks
you're
coming
going
in.
to the stadium. It's different, right?
Yeah,
You get the vibe.
the kids are so amped, and I don't think they've ever been in a building anywhere near that size.
So what's the order? You're gonna get the popcorn. You're gonna have an ice cream,
All
a
right,
hot
slow
dog.
down, slow down,
Like,
slow down.
what do
So
you?
It's a 3 o'clock first pitch. The CN Tower's right there. They got that stupid aquarium, the Steam Whistle Brewery.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we got to be down there like 11:30 latest
Oh, at the latest.
because there's things to do there,
Lots to do.
and you can bring food into the ballpark. People forget that about. It's not like any other sport. Baseball, they'll let you bring in your own dog. You get some street meat off the corner, walk right in with it.
I thought they stopped that.
No, I'm pretty sure you popcorn, bring it in.
I thought it was
And it's giveaway shirt day. They got like
3 T's.
Hawaiian T-shirt day.
Oh my goodness.
Matt Chapman Hawaiian T-shirt day. First 15,000 fans. Let's go.
You better be there for that. Kids will be pissed if they don't get a shirt.
It's gonna be like a men's extra large, and they're gonna be so excited. And then what the hell's this, Dad? This is like a
Yeah,
blanket.
but when they have their bachelor party, they'll be able to throw it on.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. In 2048, it'll be great.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna find out. Here's our player specials. Ready? Home run, home run, home run. Player props. You want a Vladdy home run for Betway?
Show me. Or tell me.
Shohei. Come on, Vladdy. Player to hit a home run. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. plus 300. 1 and 3. He said 4 in the last 10 games. Not a ton of value, but he is on a heater. I get it. Plus 300. That's Rhett's bet. It's get the Betway app. Bet the responsible way. Betway 19 plus. Ontario only. All that stuff. Thank you to the good pals at Betway. I should check in and make sure those guys got home to London.
Yeah, that'd bring me.
You missed a
'Cause
great
if they're
chance.
still sitting in Nashville, they're in tough shape.
Alex and James were absolute animals. They were phenomenal, like full shifts. Wolverine in the morning, handoff to like me and some other clowns at night. They were going. They did the full Nashville thing like 4 or 5 days in a row.
Seem like professionals to me.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nashville. We have a trade to announce.
I wish.
And we've got pals in London now, London, England.
I've never been. Let's go.
Go for a footy match at some
Road
point?
trip. There's nothing going on here.
Apparently. Okay.
That's
That'll do
why
it.
tomorrow's show is a call-in show.
Tomorrow calls.
Yeah.
Phones.
Oh,
All right. Be well. Thank you for being with us on this fine day. Thank you to Betway, Madrose Village Tower in St. Eugene, who we mentioned on today's show. And we will have scintillating content tomorrow. Hopefully a healthy Boomcat is back. It is Bulls Day. So I know I saw some video last night, some pals. The Cody Snyder Bull Busting event is already happening. It's been sold out for ages. We'll be there tomorrow night. So I'm sure there'll be some twang to the show tomorrow with a little Stampede preview flavor.
Phones.
You did have it. That'll do it. That'll do it. See you tomorrow. Hopefully Boom's back.
enjoy your hump day.
It's not hump day. We talked about it. Oilers suck.
Suck.
Oh.